Notice anything different? That's right. I propped the camera up. I propped the camera up. Oh yeah. Um, it really is that damn phone. Just to quickly let you know, that's the title of this video. But I can stand up now. I can dance. I can move around. Hey, I stood the camera up. So for my other ones, I like sat down and shit, um, and did it that way. Anyway, it is that damn phone. We have this whole world around us, and we just gaze at this small screen every day. We wake up and have the whole outside to marvel at, and we gaze at our screen when we wake up, just complete disregard for the outside. This is actually perfect. Let me just put the iPad down. There we go. I didn't plan for this one today. I didn't like plan which. Huh? Wait, why is my screen going dark? Just give me a minute, y'all. Why is my screen going dark? It's like as if it's gonna stop recording. I didn't plan this video, like which batch of videos I was gonna pair with whatever, but this is actually a perfect example. So it really is that damn phone. I said we wake up and we just go on our phones, and that's it. It's, bro. Is this gonna stop recording? No. I thought, hold on. I might have to cut this anyway. Cause is it gonna stop recording? I don't know. Or is it just light? Hold on. I'll cut this out of the video. I'm just gonna see if it stops recording. Angle change. I have to edit this because my phone kept turning off. It had that like auto lock thing and it kept turning off. So I'm gonna have to edit this. But I've just kind of changed the position and shit like that. This is actually a cool backdrop. Anyway, back to the point of the video, which was it really is that damn phone. And I said in the kind of little monologue, the paragraph, that we have all this, which, we have all this nature, and we spend all day just looking at this small ass screen, right? This shit that's like the size of our hand, even less. And we divert all our attention. Think of it like, imagine your eyes and your body and especially your mind, which is consuming the shit on the phone. Imagine that giving off light, right? Just picture for a second giving off light as far as shit can go, giving off beams like fiber optic and shit. All that can interact with the outside, and yet you're diverting the entire thing to this small screen. So this is kind of just a video to hopefully encourage you to put the phone down, which I've actually been doing recently and doing really, really well with. Let me just move the iPad out the sun. I've actually been doing this really, really well recently. Not being on my phone as much. My screen time has gone down from like like 6 hours a day. Not that most of that is just when I'm in bed trying to like sleep. It take me a couple hours to fall off to sleep, and I've just put like music on or ASMR or something. But so that's what most of that's for. But then I do waste time just scrolling. But I've been doing well recently. I've been spending like maybe 20 minutes a day just wasting time on my phone as opposed to hours and hours. And it really is that damn phone. You don't realize how much it is that phone until you've kind of broken out of it. Or maybe, you can be fully aware in it, which I was, like I say, but it kind of takes a little bit to click because there's so much going on. For most of us, our lives are boring, bro. Like day to day lives are boring. Oh, shit. Was that a bee or a wasp? Whatever it was, it went in my ear. That felt horrible. Um, anyway, for most of us, our lives are boring. Not very fun at all. Your daily life for a lot of us is, if you're unemployed like me, unemployment boys stand up. You just wake up and you kind of just bullshit all day, or I did for a long time. But a lot of us do that. A lot of us wake up and go to a job, which I used to do, and we hate it and all that. And we kind of, bottom line is, we don't spend enough time in our day loving things and loving the hey, and like loving the day and being grateful for the day and just kind of being in the moment and enjoying the moment. And so we use our phone to replace that because when you're scrolling, it's like new video, new video. I'm sure you all know the general consensus now where it's like just like dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit. You know why we kind of scroll so much and do all this shit on our phone, because it's designed to do that. It's designed to just dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit, just one after another. And that's why we feel good, because it makes up for the lack of enjoyment in our daily life. But that can be changed. It's just our fault. It's just us not seeing it. So, like I said in the monologue at the beginning, we have all this, and you'll see in the beginning of the video, you can see the sky and shit. In my other videos, you can see all the locations that I've been to, that I go to. Um, and it's like we have all this, and once you break out of it, you kind of look at yourself as if you were like ridiculous. You kind of look at yourself as if you were stupid, because you're like, hold on. So all this was out here all this time, and not that you didn't know, but like it just didn't click. All this was, and I could be enjoying all this and doing all this time, yet I spent my days like all this is here in this beauty, and I spent my days just like looking at the phone. It kind of doesn't make sense, especially after like you break out of it. You actually look at yourself as if you're like a stupid toddler because you're like, how could I be so naive? Um, and that's the general point of this video. Put the phone down and go do some shit. That's my instruction to you right now. Go do some shit. Get off the phone. Now, some apps have timers, which I recently put a timer on Instagram. I didn't know you could do that. I was just fucking around with the settings and I found it myself. And I put the shit on the lowest, which is like, it's like 15 minutes. Is that the lowest? I think it was 15 minutes. Anyway, I set the timer for 15 minutes. And I've actually noticed that even though sometimes I ignore it because I'll be like mid message or something, I just need to fire this off and then get off. It's like when that comes up and you get and like you just been scrolling for a bit and then out of nowhere it comes up, it's like, oh, your daily 15 minutes is up. Every time it kind of jerks like a, a self aware kind of moment in you and you're like, oh shit, I've been on here 15 minutes. Like, what am I doing? And that has, turn that on, bro, because that has been helping me. Instead of just scrolling for hours and getting lost in it, you kind of get that reality check and you're like, oh, I've been on 15 minutes. Okay, well, I'm gonna put it away and go find something else to do. And you kind of, as you get an adult, everybody know, bro, we all had it. Our parents used to tell us it's that damn phone. And we were, when we were kids, we were like, no, it ain't. Phone ain't got nothing to do with it. I could quit this if I want. What did that sound like? An addict. I could quit any day. I just need it the whole day. I could quit any day. I just can't go 5 minutes without it. I'm fucking itching. You know what I mean? So it really is a damn phone. We used to be adamant that it wasn't when we was kids. But now that we've grown up, we can grow. We see that it is the phone. It really is a damn phone. So put the shit down. Go out and do something. Like in my monologue, I said, we have all this beauty. Let me go stand over here. We have all this beauty, and I can go over here. You can see this. Oh, there's horse shit everywhere, actually. That's not great. But you can see me still? I hope so. There's all this beauty to go traverse and look around and appreciate. This is real life, right? But we substitute the phone for our time and our potential to go see all this. We substitute it because it's just dopamine hit after dopamine hit. I know I've kind of rambled this video. It's just dopamine hit after dopamine hit, and it substitutes and it gives us that feeling that we're missing in our life, and it makes us feel like we're included in something. Not that I personally care about FOMO. I could not give a fuck. I'm just trying to do me, bro, and live my life. But I know some people struggle with that, and it's like whether it be FOMO or just trying to feel like something's going on in your life or just replacing dopamine hits because you're not in a good space. It's like that's cheap dopamine and it's temporary, right? So as soon as you stop scrolling, that's gone away. And most of the time, like I say, like 99% of the shit you looking at online is just bullshit and just trying to, you're just trying to fill your time. And it's like, put the phone down. We wake up. And this occurred to me. I remember when it first occurred to me. I was laid in bed. My bed's near the window. And I kind of have like the curtains open and shit. I like to see daylight like as soon as daylight appears. It just helps me get up easier and feel more inclined to get out of bed. And I kind of woke up and I was already looking out the window just from the position I was sleeping. I looked out, I just saw the sky and I saw the sunrise coming up and shining through. And I was like, man, that's beautiful. Like I really ain't thought about it in a long time. Man, that's beautiful. And I then went to reach for my phone and I was like, hold on, what the fuck am I doing? I was just in a beautiful moment that I wanted to stay in. And then I reached for my phone just out of habit because I'm trying to see what's going on Twitter today, which is not a healthy habit. That's the worst fucking place in the world. God damn. Have you been on Twitter? Especially in 2025. It's just racist. And he proud to be racist too. I don't like that. Anyway, Twitter is hell. You want to see what's going on Twitter. You want to see if someone hit you up on Instagram. You want to check if you got any outstanding messages. And then you get on it, and all of a sudden, within seconds of waking up, you've devoted the start of your day to looking at this phone and being consumed by it. Of which, if you then go to put it away, you now, because you're not getting as much dopamine from just your daily life and appreciating shit, you now need to go and reach back for it and get it again because it now feels like something's missing and you're trying to keep up that dopamine hit because that's just how we are as humans. That's what we live off. So you see the pattern here, how now once you're in that loop, it's really hard to get out because you keep needing it. And then shit that you would have been fine with doing, whether it's sitting down and doing some work or reading a book or just doing some fun shit in the garden or whatever. Now see how that doesn't just feel or hit the same as getting back on scrolling? Because it is that damn phone. Put the motherfucker down. Now I got the motherfucker right here because I needed to record. But I'm not like bullshitting and playing on it or like jerking my shit. But you know what I mean? So it really is the phone. That's my advice to you. I've spent 10 minutes plus the previous video because I'll have to stitch that together and shit because my phone can turn off. Anyway, it's like you kind of get my drift. You just don't bullshit. Get off the phone. There's so much life to be lived and appreciated and that you love out here. And your phone really is just taking your fucking attention and just doing nothing with it. And that's how it's designed. It's designed to do that. But like I say, it really is that phone. And once you get out that loop, you realize how much it is. But there's all this scrolling and shit. There is life to be lived. There is shit to be excited about. There is a life outside of your phone because your phone gives you all of the world and what's possible in life right in front of you, right here. So you kind of trade it off for actually going down and experiencing one thing at a time, like out here. Like I'm out here in this field right now, just enjoying life. Looks beautiful. Whereas if I got on my phone, I could then trade that for what's going on in the world and seeing the cars I want and seeing just everything. And it sounds more exciting in theory, but it's really not. It ruins your life. You can't kind of make your identity and make your life that little thing. Anyway, with that being said, subscribe if you like to hear me talk shit. Subscribe if you want to come back weekly and chill with me. It's completely free. No commitment. You can unsubscribe anytime. But if you just, if you fuck with what I'm doing and you want to chill with me, subscribe if you like music, especially if you're a music supervisor or a sync agent. Check my pinned comment for my music and my socials because I really, really am trying to take off and sync this year. I'm trying to get me some big hitters because I know I got the music for it. My music dope. I'm a killer when it comes to that. So check that out. You know, much love. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.